show you how I offload all these game disks that have single executable files and what have you into a folder. And there are limitations to the folder, but you can see here I got a folder called Game Test. Obviously the icons are courtesy of GNOME. But what I do, basically, because the folder cannot really be written to, is I have a disk right here, extra density. And what I do is I copy all those exe files onto the ED disk, and then using the Explorer, I simply move those executable files over. So if I look at a disk directory right now, in drive 2, which is the IndusGT, you can see there are some games right there. And what I can do is copy D2 star.exe to D3. And that's really all that's needed. And it takes obviously a while to do this. So that IndusGT is now copying those files to my temporary disk in slot 3. And we're going to wait till it's done and continue. Now that it's finished copying, I should be able to explore the disk. And you have to remember to reformat the disk each time you do this or you'll run out of space. And you could see that those files have been moved over to the image. One second. And I'm going to extract these files into Game Test. Now if I look in Game Test, I can see that those files have appeared. I have Game Test listed as disk 4 right now, and while you cannot manipulate it within the system, you can read it. So if I do a directory of 4, we can now see that I have those files available to me. It shows 0 free sectors, obviously a limitation of using an actual directory to store the files, but you really could store just about as much as you want, I imagine. But that's how to move individual files over to a file folder on a Linux computer from the Atari 800.